And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Bears.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll run here with a rookie.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Kobe Turner on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
First down, Chicago.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
52 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Looking to throw is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Adunze.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
To DJ Moore. Touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's fielded at the 45. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Throwing is Williams.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago!
Touchdown, Chicago.
47 yards for DeAndre Swift. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams nothing.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Rams, 1st down.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Complete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running is Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Puna Ford with a tackle there.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre
So many
Swift.
offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
Rams nothing.
So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Stafford. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 4.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Back to throw, Stafford.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Intended for Kyron Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Looking to put a drive together. Complete to Zacchaeus. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 17-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A 5-yard.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. To the air, Williams.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
To throw, Williams.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Again, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 7.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
This is taken at the 18.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one, because without them, that first down doesn't happen.
Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And 6.
Stafford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's Jervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Brings up 4th
3
down.
scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
At their own 27-yard
And last time,
line.
they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 124 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
A final shot before break. Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 6. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and block down there.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
He's taken down at the
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Bears.
Some quarterbacks just seem to have a knack for setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action too. And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're wide receivers.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
To throw, it's Williams.
Now he's flushed out left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Santos on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st down, Bears.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Williams. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 23.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
A loss of 2.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Luther Burden
from 6 yards away.
And the Bears have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now it's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Gervon Dexter, his second sack of the night.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 3.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Again, it's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
That would give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, you got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Corum now on 1st and 10. And he's got it down to the 28.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
Stafford's pass complete to Tyler Higbee. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal
at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Throwing is Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Bears.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Bears field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
To DJ Moore.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The busy night continues for Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was tackled.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.